connect. Talking the talk with Kate and Jim, and walking the walk, just listening. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I'm gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I'm gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey Hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I'm gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Nicky Hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. She always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey Hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue and let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey Hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping.
Welcome back to the perfect match, everybody. It's Friday the 10th of January and it's bloody freezing, but I hope everybody is keeping well. It's the end of the week finally. The weekend beckons, which means more football, but this week it's FA Cup action, not the Premier League. So we have picked, or should I say I have picked 10 games to do our
Whoa. Let's not say you've picked 10 games. You said the Premier League teams and Chang didn't reply, and that cost me 4 points because I predicted the Everton score right and I nearly predicted the Fulham score. If both of them had been right, Chang, I'd have been asking for 6 points, mate.
What's he going on about?
I said, what happened was I text Nick and said, there's 2 games tonight, like last night, and I didn't know. I said, can I have your predictions? And he went, oh, there's so many FA Cup matches. It's going to take forever. And I said, well, look, we'll just do the Premier League teams. But then I messaged Chang and I remembered it's the middle of the night or whatever it was. So I said, don't worry, won't do them teams. And Nick started crying, going, I would have got 4 points. I got the Everton score right.
It doesn't matter anyway, because Emerson Royale's a winner, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But if I lose by 4 points, it will matter.
Do you know what? You're like a bunch of kids with these points.
Hey, Jimbo, just because you're irrelevant, mate, in this conversation, yeah?
Yeah, but it's only halfway through the season. There's a long way to go.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. How far is Jimbo behind?
I'm a bit more grown up than you guys. So.
Yogi says Chang might have got 6 points. You know, you don't know.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't have.
You don't know that. But anyway.
You know I would have got 6 points, didn't you?
Yeah,
no, you'd got 0, Jim.
What was the Everton score?
2-0.
2-0.
I would have said 2-0.
Oh, shut up, Jim.
And Fulham was your favourite score, 4-1.
Yeah, see, I would have said 4-1.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
I lost 6 points.
Let's just give us all 6 points.
I lost 6 points, so you said you would have lost 4, so you can stop crying now.
Anyway, Jimbo, how are you doing today?
Well, I'm even better now. I spoke to Nick because he always puts a smile on my face with his win.
Yeah, exactly. You see, we're just trying to have fun here. We're just trying to have fun.
Mr. Chang, how are you doing?
I'm feeling so much better now that Mr. Collison Wright has joined us today after missing out on him on Monday. And I was feeling somewhat under the weather, having done, I think, close to 5 straight hours under the sun and the rain here at the construction site. But there wasn't anything that some chicken soup and a fever patch couldn't mend. So thankfully, I'm feeling better now for the show. And yeah, the high that I'm still feeling from that clean sheet at home against Liverpool is propelling me through the next hour or so of this show. And I simply cannot wait to get underway, Miss Kate.
Excellent. And Mr. Squid Time, how you doing?
I'm fine. I just for everyone, yeah, just for everyone.
Yeah, just for everyone. Look,
Here we go.
When your favourite player leaves,
ready, yeah?
and wins a cup with another club.
First of all, I mean, it couldn't have gone better. I mean, AC Milan 2-0 down. What can I say? And then, literally about 10, it must have been like 15 minutes later, I'm getting absolutely bantered by Tottenham Hotspur because I never moved. And if you watch it, you see I don't move. So, you know, I think I got absolutely mugged off. But it's all good fun, and it was a good laugh. And at least I can make more memes and more, enjoyable. Oh yeah, all right, yeah, all right. TikTok. Look, Anyway, what can I say? I'm if I'm not turning my back at a corner, I'm getting called out first on Squid Games, and then
I've got to say.
Kate, there was a couple of people that were like, "Oh, I recognise you from somewhere." I was like, "Well,
Yeah, you're that dick that went viral for turning your back on a corner.
Yeah, I was waiting. I was thinking, turning my back on a corner, Squid Games, YouTube. What are you going to come up with? So, you've got your bingo, Kate, and now I've got my bingo in real life.
There you go. The funny thing is that fall was better than when Del Boy went through the bar. It was absolutely epic, the fall itself. Excellent.
Oh, don't give Ben Kaufman any ideas. He's going to put my face and put me into that video of me falling through the bar now.
Oh my God! Please, Ben.
And also, do you know what's also good? Arsenal lost, and they complained about the ball or something. So,
oh my God!
All in all, it's been a fantastic week.
Not just the ball, but big up to Egal because it's his birthday today. So big up to you. But he also complained that the fans are the problem yesterday. So it's the fans and the ball.
Did he say anything about Super Mick Arteta? He didn't say anything about him being the problem.
No, he's better than Arnie Slot apparently.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just the fans and the ball's fault. But this weekend for the Arsenal game, they're using another ball that's only 500 being made. It's for the holders of the FA Cup. So Man United men and women are using it. So Arteta will have used 3 balls in 1 week. So at least he's got an excuse if they do lose.
Okay, so Angus, I see you're there, mate. Well, what's the excuse going to be when you lose to Man United at the weekend?
Hold the ball.
But do you know what? Do you know what's great as well? Do you know what's great? Because we're going into the North London derby and Arsenal are in absolute turmoil. And for once, we're not. So it's quite good.
Exactly. Mr. Squid Game Royale. I love that. Big up Shem. Big up Ben Bryan. Big up Drew Lala. Good to see you. Paddy's here. Good to see you. Let's get the pulling the piss out of Nick first. Loads of stuff I will send you, Kate. Love things we love to see. Big up guy says, only channel I'm joining now. The other channels are so negative and Angie out. It does my head in. Well, you are welcome here, guy.
I'm Angie.
Good morning to Matt. It's the history of the Tottenham and of the Arsenal.
Yeah, if you actually look at our history, Matt, it's very good.
Yes. Turning your back on a corner was absolute cinema. Afternoon, did Harry Kane teach you that, Nick? Oh,
you're welcome, Matt. I'm here to create absolute cinema. That's the line. That's my new line, to create absolute cinema.
We now
Nick's good time royale.
3 seconds.
Yeah, we already knew that anyway because Laura told us. But yeah, 3 seconds.
Well, unfortunately, that's not true either, Paddy. So there you go.
I thought it was Lee
3.5.
Rangers.
3.5.
Big up, Ed. We ain't losing to Man United, says Angus. Are you 65% sure of that, Angus, or more? Please give us a percentage. Big up, Daniel Sandoval. Good to see you. Even though we're shit, Nick, you know what happens when you come to the Emirates, you lose. Oh,
Do we, Angus? Oh, we always lose at the Emirates, do we? Always. Okay, cool.
Do we?
Sorry, what was that? Was it 2-2? And then there was a 4-4.
Yeah.
And then we won as well. So I'm sure, I'm sure that's not true, Angus. Maybe it's 65% of the times that we lose at the Emirates.
Lumen says you have to understand trophies aren't there in your fate, and so you should find happiness in big wins like the one against Liverpool. These wins are the only source of your joy, so appreciate it and celebrate it.
Look. If these people with their big mouths, right, want to talk about Tottenham, what they need to do is they need to go back and look at the history of Tottenham, right? We're the first ones to win the FA Cup. We're the first ones to do the double. We're the first ones, right? To win the FA Cup when we was in the second division. We're the only ones to ever do that.
Do you know what, Jim? This will make you laugh. Laura was like, "Why are you so happy? Like you never won a trophy, have you?" And I went, "What?" And then I did the same thing to her. She went, "Oh, so you have won trophies then?"
The first club to win the first English club to win a European trophy. It goes on and on. The history of Tottenham is phenomenal. So if you want to talk about Tottenham, please learn your history of Tottenham before you talk about Tottenham.
Look at Jim, he's like rattled.
The thing is, Jimbo, the likes of Matt and Angus think that football only started on the day they were born. So if they've not seen it, it can't have happened. That's what it is. Big up, Ian. Good to see you. Look, we covered the Liverpool win on Monday.
I think we should cover it again.
Wednesday or Thursday. So, but I haven't seen Chang or Nick since. So, Chang, I'm going to give you a chance to have your say on the Liverpool loss or our win on Sunday.
There are only two things I'm going to touch on from that game. The first one is how we managed to keep a clean sheet with a debutant in goal, which I thought was more deserved of the man of the match than Bergvall. But I mean, it was a 50-50 between the two, and probably the semantics would have had Bergvall as our man of the match because he is the goal scorer. But the amount of tears and the amount of crying on my social media and on my chat groups of how Bergvall should not even have been on the pitch to score the winner, that was almost as cringy as Arteta's excuses about the ball, which, by the way, if he wasn't aware, was used by both teams in their loss. So that's the only one. That's one of those things, and the other one is the clean sheet that we kept against Liverpool. I mean, yes, Antonin was great, but I think a special shout out has to be given to Dragoshin for his off the line goal line clearance. Without that, I think we might have been packed back before we even had a chance to for Slanky to even get his goal in, although that was offside. But great way to get that first leg done and dusted. And that is over. That is all over, and all focus and attention now is turned towards Tamworth this Sunday. With that, back to you, Miss Kate.
Can I just say, Kate, just for these numpties out there that don't know our history, in domestic football, Spurs have won 2 league titles, 8 FA Cups, 4 League Cups, and 7 FA Community Shields. In European football, they have won 1 European Cup, Winners' Cup, and 2 UEFA Cups. Tottenham are also runners-up in the Champions League. And one of them FA Cups we won when we was in the second division.
There you go, Jimbo spoken.
Jimbo, don't include charity shields because that's what Arsenal do all the time.
Yeah.
Let's just, Angus, let me, just for you, mate, 3-2, 2010, Harry Redknapp, Raphael van der Vaart. That is when we last beat you at the Emirates. However, it's nearly about the same time since we last won a trophy. So wouldn't it just be perfect that in the same year, if we get to the final and if we win, then we beat you at the Emirates as well? So,
exactly.
And I remember where I was. I was in Cornwall that day. And I don't know if you were born in 2010. Maybe that was how many years ago was that, Angus? Well, it's 2025 now, and that was in 2010. So 25 minus 10 is 15. But it was actually 14 and a half because it wasn't the full year. So for maths, that's a little maths lesson for everyone. But I will say, for all the Liverpool fans crying about Lucas Bergvall, do not forget Diego Jota kicking Skip in the head and then goes on to score the winner. I was there that day as well at Anfield when we were 3-0 down. We were rubbish. We were singing all throughout to the Liverpool fans. Anfield was quiet. Richarlison scores 3-3. And, you know, should we also mention the Champions League final? Football has a way of balancing itself out. And that was balanced it out. First of all, the first one was not a yellow card. It should have been a yellow card to Diaz because he dived. Bergvall didn't touch him. But Liverpool fans, if you want to cry about that decision, you didn't turn up. You got absolutely bossed off the park that second half. And Spurs were fantastic. Kinski, for me, Archie Gray, for me, Ricardo and Romero don't get back in this side straight away. If they carry on playing like they're doing. And if Kinski, you could tell he was going to be a baller. It was like -6 or something, and he rocks up in a short sleeve shirt. Like, no F's given. And I just think if he does that and then goes to the Emirates and has another clean sheet on Wednesday, then what could you couldn't ask more. It was a composed, calm, just brilliant after what happened to Bentancur. You know, I think that affected both sides.
Oh my God, look at this numpty. We've never been relegated. No, you just bought your way into the top league.
Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't even be where you are, so
You
don't
should
even go there.
Anyway, let's not worry about yeah, do you know what, Matt? Yeah, do you know why? Because Liverpool are better than Arsenal in attack, and we got a clean sheet. So yes, I do think Kinski will get another clean sheet. So yes, I will, and I'll and I'm saying it. You can clip it, you can receipt it, you can do whatever. You can say I'm in the mud. You can put it on Twitter with my back to goal for a corner. So do you know what? Let's just we're in a good place.
Thank you, Kuba.
We've had rubbish for the last few weeks. We've had rubbish for the last few months. So let's just enjoy it. And yes, Matt, I'll bet you a tenner that he'll have a clean sheet. There you go. I've said it. I'll bet you £10. So let's just £10 each. What do you mean £10 each? All right, £10 each, 20 quid. There we go. I'll take that bet. Not a problem.
To the charity. To the charity.
Yes, we'll go to the charity. It'll go to the charity, Jim. I don't need £10. I don't need £10. But I'll give it to the charity. So anyway, I feel like we're going on a rant this morning against Arsenal, just trying to come and fire us up. All I know is, like Kate said, I'd rather be 1-0 up than 2-0 down, because there's no way, Arsenal fans, that you are going to St James's Park and scoring 3 goals and getting through.
No, not a chance in hell. And even better news, Ange Postecoglou's come out and said that Bentancur is all good and on the mend. I can't hear it all because obviously I can't play it because of copyright, but he's just done a video that's just come out and it just says that he's all good. So that's always good to know. Jim, I've just got to put it out there that if you do get up, can you turn the heating off because I'm having a mad hot flush.
You get William to come down and do it.
No, it's fine. I'm not that worried.
Why are your servants to come and do it, Kate? What are you talking about? Why are you asking Jim and William? You've got like little. You're like Willy Wonka with the Oompa Loompas running around after you.
Willy Wonka. We'll have Ethan Waneri back for Newcastle. Oh my God. Oh my God, are you really putting all your faith into a child?
Anyway, let's leave next week. Next week we can leave till next week. We don't want to get involved. We don't let the Arsenal fans gas, because that's what they normally do, and let's just wait and see.
And yeah, Druna's right. Virgil van Dijk challenge on Solanke, could have got a red for that. It's all, ifs, buts and monkey nuts. And yes, Daniel, there's a new ball being used. I was just explaining, there's only 500 made. and it's being used for Man United men and women because they both hold the FA Cup. So it gives Arteta another excuse if they do lose. Bentancur was concussion. He will be out for 2 weeks due to the protocol. Okay, well, thank God that's all it was. Good morning, Kate, Jim, Squid Time, Chang, and everyone in chat. Big up, Bobby K. Apparently, and I can't say his bloody name, but he's better than all our wingers combined. Okay.
Angus, it's not hard. They're shit.
Before we get on to the FA Cup games, 2 things. Transfer rumour that Spurs are edging closer to signing forward Kolo Muani and centre-back Milan Skriniar in PSG double deal. Look, I looked at Kolo Muani's latest numbers and they're not very good, but he has previously been decent, and Skriniar is someone I've always quite liked.
He's a good player.
Yeah. Any thoughts on it, Chang? Do you think it's going to happen?
I will be very, very glad if even one of these gets over the line, honestly. And right now, I would actually go for Skriniar more so than Mwani. But again, there's a lot of factors in this. There are a lot of uncertainties, a lot of unknowns, a lot of variables from different aspects, different camps. But either one of these will actually make my winter transfer window. But I mean, three transfers over the line in January isn't too bad either, when you consider that we only got Dragoshin and Bergval 12 months ago in the January of 2024. So we already had one, and what a fantastic signing Kinski has turned out to be for us in only a matter of days since he signed for us. I mean, the ink hasn't even begun to dry on his contract, and he's already getting clean sheets at home against Liverpool. So I have no idea what Skriniar and Mwani is going to do for us. But let's just wait and see, because right now it's a lot of rumors going around, nothing concrete yet. Otherwise, we will be hearing from Fabrizio Romano himself. And as for the rest, I think we are pretty good right now, although I really do hope that we do not pick up any more injuries, honestly, because that Bentancur, the way he collapsed on the pitch, that just reminded me so much of that incident involving Fabrice Muamba, if anyone remembers him.
Yeah.
When Bolton played us in the cup at the Old Lane, that was a bit of a shock. So hopefully nothing else happens to any of our players for the rest of the season. So yeah, I think a few more signings would help ease the pressure on some of our already overworked and frankly overutilized players. But let's just wait and see. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, either one of them would be fantastic. Having both over the line, wow, Chinese New Year came a lot sooner for me than I expected. Back to you,
Yeah,
Miss Kate.
exactly. Apparently, Skriniar's on huge wages, so they're looking at a loan to buy option. But he's left-sided, can work as a left back, centre back, whereas Mwani can play as a number 9. He can play as a winger. So look, like Chang says, it's all rumours at the minute, but I think with the centre back is definitely an essential that we need to get sorted. But as Nick mentioned briefly there, I went on the top 6 last night, and Man United fans said they're absolutely devastated they didn't get in and get Kinski because he looks like an absolute baller. So I think Vic's going to have trouble getting into the team if he carries on playing that way. He looked so composed. I think we've got a really good all-round keeper. But we'll see what happens in the window. Big up Harmless Potato. That's Nick, the unknown fourth. He's probably fallen over. That's why his camera's off. Big up Robbie. He says, afternoon all. Whilst one result doesn't change my mind on this manager, he got it bang on against Liverpool. For once, we looked really structured and hard to break down. Yep, played deeper. Very controlled performance. I was really impressed. Big up Top Cobber. Good to see you. Says hello, Kate, Jim, and Chang. Happy belated New Year's to you, and in the chat, happy belated New Year's to you, David. I hope you're doing well, my lovely. Mwani apparently has agreed to join Juve. This is what I mean. It's all rumours flying about. We'll see. Doing okay. Mum had a slightly rough day yesterday. Hopefully today, when I see her again, it's better. Jim, what's also come out today is Man United twice missed out on the chance to sign Bergvall. Apparently, they desperately wanted him to go to Man United, but because of Brexit, they couldn't get him because there was some rule that under 18s couldn't sign or something or another. So they tried twice, but failed to get him. I mean, how much is that good for us?
Yeah, well, I knew Brexit would have some good use at some times. Well, here it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's
exactly
bad luck for them because I mean, what a player he's starting to become, and Ange has to play him now because as me and Steve D were talking about the other night, he's getting better and better every game. So long may it continue, Kate. And bad luck, Man United.
Yeah, it says the Sweden international was loved by Manchester United scouts, but regulations following Brexit prevented them from signing him. The FIFA rules stated players aged under 18 can't be sold overseas, except those within that European Economic Area. So Bergvall remained in Sweden. It also has come out that Chelsea scouted Kinski, but Kinski, Tottenham reps went and spent 2 days with Kinski and talked him into the project, and Kinski was blown away apparently by the project and decided to sign for Spurs. So there we go.
Well, that's a good thing for Kinski because if he'd have gone to Chelsea, he'd have just probably dwindled away like loads of their players do.
Oh, Chang, you've got some news. I've just seen you put it in, so I'll let you enlighten us.
So this isn't news just yet. It's just rumors as well. But apparently, according to Footy Insider 24/7, Eintracht Frankfurt from Germany are now plotting a move for our German loanee, Timo Werner, who has been on their radar as a potential replacement for Omar Marmoush, who's one of the outgoings for Frankfurt. So if Werner does return to Germany, that would mean that there's a vacancy now for a forward player, and that might fuel speculations for Kolo Muani, although I wouldn't rule out someone else as an alternative over Kolo Muani. But I think this is for the best. This is for the betterment of Werner, and also for us, in which Werner gets to go back to Germany. He gets regular game time, and we get someone else other than Werner for at least half a season, maybe before the end of the transfer window. So fingers crossed, this gets over the line, Miss Kate.
Yeah, it'd be lovely. I think Werner needs to move on, but look, let's wait and see what happens. But I think in an ideal world, he'd probably like to go back to Germany as well. But there we go. We shall see what goes on. Werner can't be on anyone's radar, surely, says the reptile keeper. Werner from Marmoush, on my nephew sending me gorgeous pictures of the baby. Yes, we are already in love with him. I just can't wait to get my hands on him. Chang, not for the first time, but you've made my Friday. Yes, like the stream, listen to Leo. Don't be a jabroni, be a homie. I think that's the right thing. Luton Dan says, my view on Ange is that maybe he needs more time as it takes time to understand your players and their strengths and weaknesses. Some players have not great first or second seasons, but then become great. Listen, I can't remember whose stream I was watching, but someone said, if you look at Solanke, Staffy said it. If you look at Solanke, he's clearly been Ange's sort of key signing, and he's been brilliant. If he gets a few more of them, who's to say that he can't have something really special happening at Tottenham? But we'll see. He needs time to grow with the squad and find out his best players. That players that. Yeah, exactly that. But I picked 10 games in the FA Cup. 10 of the most, what I consider to be the most exciting games. And we're going to do our score predictions for them. It was too many. It was taking up a whole page and a bit to do them all.
I think it's too harsh to judge Ange. It's too difficult to judge Ange too harshly, Kate, because of all the injuries we've had and the ups and downs the club's had with players. So we've got to let him get a settled team and get some good backups So we've got a squad where when we get injuries, we've got good backups coming in, right? And then judge him then. I think it's very harsh to just scream Ange out. I mean, I've had my days where I've really thought, oh my God, is he the right guy? But when you look at the crap we've been through, you know, it's very difficult. He's had his hands tied to a certain extent, you know, losing such big players, and we've lost big player after big player as well. So let's get a settled squad and get some good backup. So this window and the summer window should do that.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
I agree.
and start judging him. Then, you know, there's a good chance he could win us a trophy this season. So that'll keep everyone happy, you know, until we can start performing in the league like we should be.
Yeah. The first
We need
game.
a bit of calm, Kate. We need a bit of calm with it.
Yeah, of course. Well, calm's not something that fans tend to do. Let's be fair. The first game I've picked for the weekend is actually tonight's game. There's 2 games tonight, but the one I've chosen is an all Premier League tie of Villa versus West Ham in the FA Cup. Jimbo, I think this is quite a tough game to call, really. Although, obviously, West Ham have sacked their manager. They've got Graham Potter in for this one. There could be a potential new manager bounce. What do you fancy for this game?
No, I think it's going to take Potter a bit of time to get them organised. I think Aston Villa are a really, really good team. They've had a few downs this season, haven't they? But they've had more ups. They're a solid squad, Kate, and they've got a good manager. I expect them to walk away with this one 3-1.
3-1, you're going?
Yeah. To
Chang,
the Villa.
what do you think? Do you think Harry Potter can come in and do something special?
I think it might be a bit too early for Graham Potter to weave his magic. But I think it's still going to be a close encounter. But I'm still expecting Villa to come up winners, which is why I'm going to go for 2-1 instead of 3-1. So it's going to be 2-1 for me.
I've gone for a 2-1 as well, Chang, to Aston Villa. I do expect there to be a bounce of some sort, but I'm not sure just yet. He's only really had like a day. But Nick's on a big time call with Squid Games, so we'll come to him in a minute and get his predictions on these ones. Kuva said, I'm sticking to what I've said for about a year now. Ange will fail because Levy won't give him what he needs fast enough. Interesting.
Yeah, but the thing is with that, Kuva, is look, I know we haven't had a trophy for God, how many years?
Forever.
15 years, 16 years, whatever it is, right? But we can't stick that on Ange, you know. It's not Ange's fault that other managers have failed. So what I would say is we stick with this guy and hopefully he gets the tools he needs and see where we go with him. Because I think if he gets the tools he needs, we'll go somewhere. And I think Levy will. I think he'll back him.
To be fair, he's backed him so far. I don't think anyone can argue that he's backed him so far. So the next game I have chosen is Bournemouth versus West Brom. Chang, Bournemouth, West Brom. What are you thinking about this one?
This is a difficult one to call. Bournemouth and West Bromwich Albion. I know Bournemouth are at home, so they should come out winners. But West Bromwich Albion are going to take this as their cup final. The Baggies, I think. Yes, yeah, the Baggies. So, difficult one to call. I'm going to go for 2-0 then. 2-0 to the Cherries. Bournemouth 2 and West Bromwich Albion 0.
Interesting. I've gone for a 3-0 Bournemouth win. I think West Brom aren't the force that they used to be, but like you say, it might be their cup final. In a hype, it's predicting West Brom to win. But Jimbo, what's your thoughts on this one?
I think I'll go. It depends. It's very hard with the FA Cup because a lot of teams like Bournemouth want to do well in the league, so they save some of their players. So I still think that they have too much, and at home they're good. Bournemouth at home, aren't they? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go 3-1 again to Bournemouth.
3-1 home win. Interesting. Everybody's picking a Bournemouth win.
I know Nick scores. I'll tell you Nick scores. What was the first one?
Villa West Ham.
He said West Ham 7-0. And he said West Brom 7-0 as well.
Only Inner Hype has gone for a West Brom win. Then we've got what should be a relatively straightforward game. Well, not even relatively. It should be a completely straightforward game for Man City. It could be just a question of how many. But Jimbo, any potential upset here, do you think?
No, 6-0.
6-0. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Would you have been as confident if it was at Salford?
No, I would have gone a little bit less because of the ground, and it would have been completely different. I would have probably gone 3-0, but because it's home, I'm going to go 6-0.
Wow. Mr. Chang, what do you think for Salford, Man City Salford?
Wow. I think I'm just going to be modest here. I think just 3-0 will do for me. It's going to be Man City 3 and Salford 0. 3-0.
I have gone the same as Ronnie, and I have gone for 5-0. I think this will be an relatively easy game. I don't see there being. I can't even see Salford scoring, to be honest. But we shall wait and see. Then we have Tamworth versus Tottenham. Jimbo, look, I know you're always the ultimate positive, but this must fill you with a little bit of fear, because there's going to be a bit.
You are having a laugh at you. I should take you off the screen for that with them words.
If anyone's going to lose to a team like Tamworth, it'd be Spurs. No?
No.
So are you expecting a big score?
5-0.
To Tamworth? 5-0 away win to Tottenham. Wow. Very, very optimistic. Ronnie's saying 4-0. Luke and Dan saying 2-1. Matt saying 2-1 to Tamworth.
Well, Matt, say what you really think, not what you want to happen.
5-0 Tottenham, 4-1 Spurs. 4-1 Lancashire hat trick, 7-0 Spurs. Mr. Chang, are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm just trying to get an accurate prediction without being influenced by so many of these predictions that are just having us. I mean, this is so typical of us, where you feel that we will just walk all over the opposition, and lo and behold, something strange happens. The last time I think we were expected to just walk over the opposition, I think was during Poch's time, when he gave, I think it was it? I can't remember which. It was either one of Scarlett or the other youth striker who's I think no longer with us. He was given his full debut, and somehow he went to penalties. And we lost away because of misses by Eriksson and Mora in the shootout that cost us the game. But I think a clean sheet shouldn't be too difficult against Tamworth. If we could have kept a clean sheet against Liverpool, I think it's just a question of how many. Much like the City game, I'm gonna be generous and humble here. I think it should be a 0-3 win, a 3-0 away win for us.
Okay, I've gone 4. Tamworth 1, Tottenham 3. I think we're beaten, but I think that Tamworth will score because their pitch is so tiny, and their fans. I think it holds something like 5,000 fans or something crazy. So I'm going for 3-1. I don't care if it's 1-0. You want to know the truth? I don't give a monkeys as long as we win. I'm going full strength against Tamworth and going 8-0. Ronnie put my team versus Tamworth: Kinski, Spence, Gray, Dorrington, Reglion, Saar, Bergvall, Madders, Moore, Lancashire, Min Hook. That'd be a great team. I'd love to see what they can do. I've just got a feeling he might go strong and then take off the like when the job's done. But then Jimbo saying that a lot of times he's gone weak and then brought on the stronger players if we're struggling. Yeah. What do you see him doing? Do you see him starting strong?
Yeah, no, I think that I think he'll go a bit weaker to start, and if it's not how it's going, how he wants it to go, I think he'll change it. There's not many players, not many managers do that. Bring on the strongest team, and then so I think he'll go weaker first. Most of them do that, don't they? And then if they're in a bit of trouble, it's not how they want it to go. They bring on the stronger players. I personally like it when you start the strong team, get the lead, and bring the weaker players on.
Yeah, look at Matt here. If you play the kids, you'll get smashed.
Someone just asked where we found Matt. We found him at the dump. We was dropping some old shit off at the dump, and he was there, so we brought him in, and I took him under our wing.
I agree with you, Shem. I think it's going to be tough. Still think we'll win 3-1. You've got to play a balance. Okay, Arteta. Okay. Am I right? There's no replays. Yes, there are no replays now, as far as I'm aware. It'll go straight to penalties, doesn't it? Or extra time and pens. Probably the biggest tie of the whole round. Arsenal versus Man United. Obviously, like I say, there's going to be a new ball just for the Man United Arsenal game and just for the women's FA Cup Man United game. So, anything could happen because we all know these balls are so massively different. But Arsenal are coming back from a bit of turmoil. Man United just had a draw with Liverpool and played exceptionally well, Jimbo. How do you see this one going?
Well, look, and I'm not saying this because I want Arsenal to lose. I'm saying it because this is what I think. I think Man United are a very, very good cup team. They always have been. In any sort of cup, they always seem to do well. And I think that the Man United are going to be really up for this. And they've shown a bit of consistency, haven't they? They're getting there. Their game against Liverpool, I mean, the first half was so good. I really, really enjoyed watching it as a football fan. And I think that they're going to beat Arsenal 2-1.
2-1. Mr. Chang, Arsenal, Man United. How do you see this one going?
This is also quite a difficult one to call. Honestly, I think this would go either way. But given United's performance against Liverpool last weekend, I'm expecting this to be a carbon copy scoreline from their game against Liverpool. I think it's going to end with a 2-2 draw at full time. It's going to be a 2-2 draw at full time. And then when it goes to penalties, I mean, it's anybody's lottery when it comes to the shootout. So may the best team win in the shootout.
I think there's a massive chance of a draw. I'm not going to lie, but I have done the same as Jimbo. I've done a 2-1 United win. I think it will be 1-1 till really late. And then sort of 88th minute, one of the United players comes up with a winner. That's how I see it going. And I can't wait. Please, God, let that happen.
Can I just say, Kate, David just asked me how my arm was. I didn't want to be rude.
I did star it. I was going to ask you. So go on, Jim.
Yeah, it's not bad, David. It's not as strong as it used to be, but it's getting there. Thank you very much for asking.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a tight game. As I say, I think it's going to be a case of a goal splits them, or like you said, Chang, a draw, and then it goes to penalties. But it should be a cracking game. But at least Arteta, like I say, has got an excuse. But yeah, it could be that Arsenal go out of 2 domestic cups in 5 days. Cougar says, Arsenal United to tie the round. What the F, Jimbo? Stick her out in the garden, mate. Tamworth's the place to be. United was my dad's team, God bless him. So I've watched a lot of United, so always had a soft spot. Well, I hope they beat Arsenal. Go on, Chang.
Is this the end of the predictions, or are we going to cover Liverpool against Accrington Stanley?
We've got 5 more games.
Okay. All right. Okay, good. Good.
Liverpool isn't one of them because I thought that was just too easy. Liverpool going to Accrington Stanley.
Okay, sure. Okay.
I tried to do some where there may possibly be an upset, apart from Man City, which I just chucked in.
Accrington Stanley's up Liverpool way, isn't it?
Accrington Stanley? Who are they? Exactly. Yeah. I'm not sure where Accrington is.
Yeah, it is. It's up Liverpool way. And I think that's a potential upset, Kate, because they're going to be up for that, let me tell you.
Do you reckon? Is it at Liverpool? Where's it at?
It is. It's up that way.
Yeah, but where's it being played? Can't
I'm
find
not
it.
sure.
I'm trying to find what day it is and where it's being played. Oh, it's on Saturday at 12:15. Go on, we'll stick that in as well.
Where is it? At Liverpool?
Yeah,
They're going to be up for that. Let me tell you, Ackland and Stanley.
of course they are. But the next one I chose, Lisa, we love you too as well. Good to see you, my lovely.
Yeah, Accrington is between Liverpool and Manchester, outskirts of Liverpool. I knew it was up that way.
Then we've got Southampton versus Swansea. Look, I think this is a potential upset. Jimbo, what do you think?
I don't know. They've got to show something, isn't they? They've shown a bit in some of their games, and I'm going to go 2-1 to Southampton.
2-1 to Southampton. Mr. Chang, what about yourself?
That's the same exact scoreline I'm going for as well. Southampton 2, Swansea City 1.
So I'll probably get one right this week because it's the same as Chang's.
And it's the same score that I've gone for as well, 2-1.
Oh, I've got a chance this week then of getting at least 3 points.
We'll see if Nick goes with the same score. But Ronnie's actually predicting Swansea to nick it 1-0. I think if it was at Swansea, I would have done Swansea to win. It's 2-2 Southampton win on pens, says Ed. David says Man United 3, Arsenal 1, and Side Archers say 2-2. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question: if any of these games, say we've done Southampton to win, and it goes to penalties, and Southampton win on penalties, do we get a point or not?
No. Okay. This is just after 90 minutes.
Okay.
That's why Chang did a draw. Otherwise, you couldn't have a draw, could you? You'd have to have a winner. Do you get me, Jimbo?
Yeah, I do, but it still doesn't stop the person from on the penalties if the team wins getting a point. But I'll go with you. You're the one doing it.
Yeah, no. Then we've got Leicester QPR, Mr. Chang, another potential upset. I don't know how you see it.
Queen's Park Rangers aren't the team they used to be. I mean, I still remember. I think it was under Harry Redknapp, and they had some of our former players as well. Adel Sarab to name one of them, but let's be honest, QPR are a shadow of their former self. But Leicester themselves aren't really, they're barely surviving. So I think Leicester should have enough to win this, and I am going to go for a 2-0 home win to Leicester City.
Ooh, interesting. Jimbo, what about yourself?
Well, this is Ellie's husband, Theos's team, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I feel like I should have a bit of loyalty to him, but I need the points. So because they are pony pulls, right? So I'm going to go 3-1 to Leicester. It's very hard with the teams in relegation, Kate, because you don't know who they're going to put out.
Jimbo, I've done 3-1 as well. Me and you have got a lot of similar scores this week.
Well, I might get more points this week then. Copying you lot.
QPR win 2-1. QPR in decent form 2-2 after 90 minutes, says EMF. Interesting. I still think Leicester have got enough. This one, I think, is a very strong possibility of an upset. Norwich versus Brighton, Jimbo. I've actually backed Norwich to beat Brighton 2-1. Outrageous, I know, but I've done it.
I'm going to go the opposite, and I'm going to go 3-1 to Brighton.
3-1 to Brighton, okay. Jimbo. Chang, do you agree with me? Do you agree with Jimbo? What do you think?
I agree with the 2-1 scoreline, but I think it's going to go the way of Brighton. I think they might have just a bit too much in depth in terms of their squad strength in this third round FA Cup tie. But I still am expecting a closely fought encounter. This is going to be one of those ties finely poised at 1-1, and the next goal wins the game. So I'm going to predict that it's going to go the way of Brighton. So it's going to be Norwich City 1 and Brighton and Hove Albion 2.
Nicholas.
Yes, sorry.
Welcome back, Mr. Squid Time. We've got to go through all the predictions you've missed now. But first of all, it was Norwich Brighton because that's the one we're on.
Norwich Brighton. I'm going to say. I'm going to say 2-1 Brighton.
Same as Mr. Chang.
What did Jim
2-1.
say? 4-1?
Yeah, Jim said 3-1 Brighton. Leicester QPR, Nicholas.
I'm going to go 2-0 Leicester. 2-1 Leicester, sorry. 2-1 Leicester.
2-1 Leicester. Southampton, Swansea.
I'm going to go 2-1 Swansea.
Oh, you've gone against, we've all gone 2-1 Southampton. You've gone against the grain. 2-1 Swansea. Interesting. Arsenal versus Manchester United.
This is going to be a 2-1 win for Man United.
Yes. That's what me and Jimbo did as well. 2-1. Tamworth versus Tottenham, Nicholas.
Jesus Christ. Freaking hell. It could be this is a banana skin waiting to happen. I'm going to say it's going to be 4-0 Tottenham.
Wow. Well, not that much of a banana skin then.
No, I just thought, do you know what? Screw it. Let's just go with it.
Fair enough. Manchester City versus Salford.
4-0 Man City.
We've all done different scores. We've done 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess who did the 6-0?
Jimbo, by any chance?
Correct. Bournemouth, West Brom.
I'm going to say 3-1 Bournemouth.
Same as Jimbo. And the last one before we carry on is Aston Villa, West Ham.
I'm going to say 3-0 Villa.
Yeah, I think Harry Potter needs a bit longer to work his magic with West Ham. But the next one on the agenda, Jimbo, is Crystal Palace versus Stockport.
Palace tend to put out a weakened team in the cups, don't they? I'm going to go 4-0 Palace.
4-0 Palace.
And I hope they put out their strongest squad.
Mr. Chang?
Difficult one to call this. I don't think Stockport are going to score, but I don't think Palace themselves are going to really go for it because they have more important things to focus on in the league. But I still am expecting a win for them at Selhurst Park. I'm going to go 3-0. 3-0 to Palace then.
Same as me, Mr. Chang. That's exactly what I've done. Mr. Big Time, Squid Time. What are you going for?
2-0 Palace.
2-0 Palace. Wow, well, we're all expecting Palace to do it.
I can't believe I've gone 4-0 Spurs. I've made an absolute mess of that one.
Yeah, I know. You should have gone 6, Nick.
No, I should have gone less, Jim.
I've actually been the only one who's given Tamworth a goal, but I think at home they will score a goal. But there we go. We'll see. And then we've got Ipswich, Bristol Rovers, Mr. Chang.
I'll stick to my prediction that I messaged you 10 minutes ago. I'm going to go with Ipswich 2 and Bristol City 0. Bristol Rovers 0.
That's exactly the same scoreline as me again, Mr. Chang. Nick, what's your thoughts on this one?
I'm going to go 3-0 Ipswich.
3-0. And Jimbo?
Well, I haven't got a clue about any of these teams in the lower leagues because I don't know a lot about them. But I'll go Ipswich 3-1.
3-1. And then finally, by popular demand, this was a late edition. Liverpool versus Accrington Stanley. Who are they? Exactly. Mr. Squid Time. What do you fancy for this one?
I think it's going to be 4-0 Liverpool.
4-0. Jimbo?
It's a hard one because Accrington are going to really want to try hard on this one because it's Liverpool. What did you do, Nick? 4-0.
Yes, mate.
I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool. I think it's going to be harder than everyone thinks because Accrington are up Liverpool way. I think they're going to give it everything they've got.
A local derby.
Are you sure, Chang? Are you sure it's Bristol City, mate? I know you've been posting some fake things this morning to try and get everyone excited.
Is it Bristol City, not Bristol Rovers?
Riziano
That's what's showing up on my
Romano.
Google. That's what's showing up my Google. Bristol City are playing Wolves tomorrow at noon, and they are currently 8th in the championship, sandwiched between Blackburn Rovers and Watford.
Oh, we need to redo it then, don't we?
Ipswich versus Bristol Rovers. It says on.
Yeah,
Sky
what are you talking
Sport.
about, Chang? Is that fake news again, mate?
Let's have a look.
Bristol City are playing Wolves, mate. It's Bristol Rovers. Use fake news.
Yeah, it is Bristol Rovers for sure.
That's twice today, Chang. Twice today you've come with some fake news. You're fake, Chang.
It's because he's not well. He's feeling the pressure.
It's the pressure, Chang. Because I caught you up. You're feeling the pressure now. I've turned around the 20 points in like 2 weeks and you're feeling the pressure.
Mr. Chang, Liverpool, Accrington, Stanley.
He's still confused, bless him.
Yeah, because okay, it's fine because I can send you some of these links privately, but everything on my timeline is showing it as Bristol City. But it's okay. I'm going to drop that. Let's see now. Liverpool and Accrington, Stanley. Let me see what I gave you earlier. I gave you 3-0. It's going to be Liverpool 3 and Accrington, Stanley.
There's the Wolves game. Bristol City Wolves. And then if we do Ipswich FA Cup, Bristol Rovers.
There we go. Didn't it just say Bristol City there?
No, that was against Wolves.
Oh, Kate's gone. It was right, Chang. Don't worry. It's right. Kate was right.
I didn't vote her, I swear. Just want to give Steve D a big mention. Just give Steve D a big mention. He just messaged me and said he's driving, but he's listening in. So big up, Steve.
Oh, he's not on the golf course again. I hope he's taking his rubbish lights down and his rubbish Christmas tree.
Right, let me go again. So it's Ipswich versus Bristol Rovers, and it's Bristol City versus Wolves. They're the 2 FA Cup games.
Too many games, you see, Kate. That's why we got confused. That's why
Are we doing Bristol City versus Wolves?
No, we're not. But Chang, I can't remember what you said now. 3. Did you say 3-1?
It's Liverpool 3 and Accrington Stanley 0.
Okay.
Oh.
I am going to go 4-0, same as Nick for that one. I can't see Accrington scoring. They're rubbish. But we shall see. Squid time, abusing other panel members, disgraceful. Chang, you give predictions for whatever games you want, even if they're not playing. Chang and Kang, Asian superheroes.
Oh, look, there you go. Yeah, just give me a 7-game ban. Just give me a 7-game ban.
There was another thing. Oh, Phil P put something in for you, Nick. Where was it?
Did he?
I did start it. He said, was Bentancur trying to copy Nick's Squid Game drop and banged his head?
Well, dying in Squid Game's not for everyone either, is it? It's not for everyone, is it? What can we say?
What makes me laugh is you were giving it all large about how your tactics were going to play out, and then you were the first out.
Well, at least I didn't mug myself off by saying, "Oh, I'm going to be a pencil."
Who said they're going to be a pencil?
The girl that went out the next time, she was like, "What's your tactics?" I'm going to be a pencil.
I didn't even watch that bit. I was dead by the time I seen it.
After me, that's it. So what you did actually, Tottenham Hotspur, you ruined it because you'd have got more views the longer I'd stayed in.
Exactly.
And like I said, I was debating falling onto the players, and I thought if I do that, I'm literally going to get thrown out because they'll be like, "Oh, you can't touch the players. That's assault." You know,
exactly.
Imagine I get marched out by the guards and then into the back of a police car and then taken to like Enfield Town Station because I've like injured Will Lancashire and Alfie Whiteman and Archie Gray. I've just injured them all. They've all fallen on each other.
Chang, you've got a lot of concerned people in the chat. Luton Dan and also ELCN is asking if you're okay.
Yeah, my face is kind of flushed right now because I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes left, right, and center. It's the weather. Honestly, this is what happens in the tropics when it rains on a hot day. So yeah, the mosquitoes are out in full. I just hope I don't get any dengue fever or any. I can't even pronounce the other fever when it comes to mosquitoes. But yeah, I'm just trying to.
Malaria.
Yeah, malaria. There we go. I'm just trying to.
What is that, Chang? That looks like you've got it out of the toilet, mate.
This here is ginger.
Oh, that'll keep them away, mate. That'll keep them away.
Basically, I'm just trying to keep my temperature down. But thank you, everybody. Thank you very, very much, everybody in chat. It really means a lot to me. Do.
It looks like Alka-Seltzer, what you're drinking when you got a hangover. But well, we hope you feel better soon. Robbie, getting an 88 average on darts. Listen, at Christmas or in New Year, we played darts, and I got a 19 double 14. First, that's what I needed. I got my check out the first attempt.
Is that true, Jim, or is she just?
Yeah, it is true. Yeah.
I put the dartboard up. We got the dartboard up yesterday for Max, right? I went out. I had to go and run a few errands because the servants have gone on strike, right? No, that's the height that's supposed to be, Jimbo. Official PDC height. So I had to go out, and Max sends me a picture. Oh my God! And I said, "What? I just hit 180." I said, "Don't." My first response, "Don't talk rubbish, mate." And he goes, "Oh no, I did." And I said, "Max, I've just seen you throw it all round the board and nearly hit the wall, mate. There's no chance in hell you've just hit 180." And he was like trying to convince. And I said, "Mate, it's fine. Maybe you will hit 180, but not after 3 goes and the way I'm going to have to get more bloody cork for that. That wall's going to be needing to be replastered by the time he's finished with it."
Yeah. Well, that was my best attempts. After that, it all went to shit, and I was averaging probably 12. But I'm taking that all day long. But that's it for today. Me and Jimbo have got to go out. Chang's not 100%. So we're going to leave it there. I assume we will probably be back on Sunday, Jimbo, doing the pre-match pump-up, all being well, and that we don't have to go down south earlier. Nick, have you got anything lined up and planned with your friends? Oh, I'm on Sabbath today, friend. Oh.
What am I doing? I've got a weekend off work.
Lovely.
Max's football's been cancelled, so there's no football training or football match on Sunday. So that means
because of the weather.
Yeah. I've had to hoover the house top to bottom and tidy because my mum's coming up from Cornwall for like 45 minutes to see me later on. And
I got
what am I doing? Huh?
Look at Robbie's Rick.
I got Nan in the first round of the family darts, 6-0. Have that, Nan.
Oh, brilliant! Have that. And no, I will be. The only thing that I have got planned is doing the watch along for the North London Derby next Wednesday. So.
On We Are Tottenham TV by any chance?
Yeah, might be.
Who are you doing?
So you get to see Kate. You get to see all of us. You two doing the pump up, and then me doing the watch along.
There you go.
By the way, I really enjoyed you doing the vlog on We Are Tottenham TV for the Liverpool game, Mr. Collison, right? That was splendid what you did there.
Oh, yeah, and do you know what? Sean Butler, I'm going to call him out. He was singing. He was singing the Kulusevski song, and I said to Sim, "Quick, get it on camera that he's singing about Levy doesn't care about him." And then when he saw that Sim had the camera out, he stopped when it came to the Levy bit. Don't worry, Sean. I saw it. Sim saw it. Ben saw it, and more importantly, Max saw it. So if you're going to say that you didn't say it, a 12-year-old kid, you're gonna call a 12-year-old kid a liar. Shame on you, Sean Butler.
Who are you doing the watch along with, Nick?
I'm doing it with Amir because I said to Laura, I said to Laura, she goes, "Oh, why are you doing the watch along on Wednesday?" And I said, "Because I can't sit in this house because of all the games watching Spurs. I can't have her sitting there going, oh, look at Spurs,' because I'll literally lose my rag. I just want to focus on it, be able to shout as loud as I can, go absolutely crazy." But the interesting thing was, Max, not only is a Liverpool fan, you saw how he was cheering when Tottenham scored. And I got a message from Laura saying, the adoption papers are ready here for you to be signed. And Max went, all right, let's sign them. And she thought it was going to go the other way, right? And then she was panicking about the weather. She was panicking about. I said, Max, don't do that. Don't be so stupid, right? Just stay with Liverpool, mate. You're going to win some trophies. On the way there, she was like, oh, if it snows, because there was supposed to be snow, how are you going to get back? And I said, it's all right. Me and Max will just go on the beers and get a hotel room. And Max was like laughing in the background. And Laura was like, oh, we really do that? I won't tell you what Sean Butler said we were going to do if we were snowed in. So
yeah, I can imagine. I can absolutely imagine what he said. I will say tonight on the terrace, there's a new show, and Sim's a part of it. Actually, that's what made me think of it. The poker, they're playing poker while talking about football. I know Sim's doing it, Terry's doing it, Red Men TV are doing it, and a couple of other people. I can't remember the names, but that should be a good laugh. And then they've got the final in a couple of weeks in Nottingham, where they're actually going to go and play the final together. So I think that's 7:00 tonight. But Chang, have you got anything planned? It looks like you need a weekend of rest and relaxation.
I have nothing planned apart from probably our pre-match pump up at 11 in the morning on Sunday. I have promised Mr. Robbie from Lily White Lane to do a post-match review of our Liverpool game as well as the pre-match preview for Tamworth. So that will be the only thing I will be recording over at Lily White Lane. But yeah, there is nothing else for me in the next 48 hours until we do reconvene again at 11 a.m. On Sunday morning. And I'm guessing if everything goes to plan, all of us should be back here again on Monday at noon.
Yes, correct.
So yeah, that's where I'll be on Monday at noon.
Excellent. Jimbo, anything planned? I don't know why I'm asking you.
Don't know. You tell me.
No, only the pre-match pump up and then Monday.
That's it. Pre-match pump up. I'm there. Tottenham are going to smash him.
Yeah, look, Chang, if you can't do it, mate, rest up. Don't worry, says Robbie. So there you go. Jim, listen, thanks everyone for watching. Big up to David Shear, been a member for 13 months. Please smash a like on the way out. And Jimbo, what's your message for the people with the great mighty Tamworth at the weekend?
Easy win. Just sit back and chill and just watch us knocking lots of goals, because it's going to be a nice easy win, and we're going to be up for the North London derby the week after. We're going to go in there with a nice easy win. Then we're going to go to fucking Arsenal and we're going to smash the granny out of them. Absolute smash them to pieces, and we're going to be back on the up again. All right. So this is going to be a good week. FA Cup win, Gooner win.
No, we don't want to play that. We don't want to play a Squid Game thing.
And yeah, Emerson Royale did actually win.
Giving opinions with no regret, smashing the top bins, back in the onion net, talking the talk with Kate and Jim, and walking the walk, just listen in. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mix and transfer news, it's what you're after. The perfect match, you just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, you just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin, while Kate's Mickey has a name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like Lenny stop robbing, or she's just flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. The perfect match, you just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, you just got to latch onto that perfect match.